Hey guys, I can't believe I haven't said this before on the show, but did you know we have a podcast? We have a podcast. It's what this microphone here is for. We do the show here in our studio. We have guests from the automotive industry, comedians, celebrities, all friends coming on the show to hang out, talk shit, and tell you what it's like behind the scenes in the auto industry in California. We are top 3, sometimes 5 automotive ranked podcasts on iTunes, so you can find us there, search the Smoking Tire Podcast, and on shoutengine.com/thesmokingtire. I'll put the link in the description for you. Check out the podcast. It's a fun Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Hawaii, the big island of Hawaii, in fact, and we are up on top of a beautiful mountain overlooking the Pacific Ocean, where Lexus has not only invited me out here, but paid for the whole shebang-a-bang for me to come drive the absolutely gorgeous new LC500 Coupe. So here we are, and this is it. This is an all-new car on an all-new platform, and if you ask me, damn, is it good looking. Now, your opinion may differ, but in the flesh, I think this car is just spectacularly beautiful. It stands up next to any Aston Martin or really top trim cruiser that you can think of. And so we're gonna have a drive on this this beautiful mountain road and talk about it. So let's go. We're in Sport Plus mode. Manual transmission. This car comes with 2 powertrain options. This is the 470 horsepower 5-liter V8, 400 pounds of torque. Now that torque is all the way up at 4,800 RPM. It's a naturally aspirated V8. And the LC500 weighs 4,075 pounds in gas trim. You can also get it in a hybrid with 400 horsepower. And I drove that one, and it was nice. It was nice. Not video worthy, though. This is the one, because listen to that. Oh, yes. Now, 4,000 pounds is heavy, but you'd be surprised at how well this thing will dance around. This one has the optional performance pack, so base price $92 grand. This one is $104, give or take, but limited slip diff, variable geometry steering ratio, and optional rear steer. So this one has all the performance goodies. You also get the carbon fiber roof. All the LCs have the 10-speed Eisen gearbox, which 10 is a lot. It's a lot of shifting, but in reality, when you're going through the gears manually, you're really using the same gears as you always use, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. The rest are various overdrives for fuel economy. And the combined, this thing should be able to do combined, I think the answer was, I think it was 19 combined. Listen to that. Great brakes, just under 14 inches, 6 piston fronts, 4 piston rears. Yep, gets it hauled down pretty good. As my water bottle goes under the pedals there, I apologize for that one. Fully adaptive suspension. It's got a really neat shock valve design, so it's got the adjustable damper. Most of the adjustable dampers are adjustable, they say 9 ways. These are adjustable 650 ways. So the only way to go more adjustable than that would be a magnetic shock, but the ride quality is so good in this thing. It rides beautifully, and then you get into a corner and you huck it into a corner. Well, this isn't a good example of a huck, but here's a corner. When it really does want to dance with you. 52 front, 48 rear weight distribution, and it's all very low. This low cowl height really gets that center of gravity down. The view out of the windshield is low and wide, and you can just see that flat windscreen, or the flat hood right outside there. Oh, rips off downshift's pretty good. Definitely, you know, on par with the best gearboxes from ZF. Not quite a dual clutch, but pretty strong effort. Ooh, perfect. Here's a turnout. We can flip around, go back up the hill. All right, flippin' Z bitchin'. Here's the turning radius with four-wheel steer. Not bad for a big car. All right, uphill, here we go. You know, we're so spoiled with the instant shove of all the twin turbo stuff now that off the line, this thing can feel a little sluggish because it's an NA motor and you gotta rev it. But when you get up there, up near that 7,000 RPM red line, just delightful. Oh, and it sounds just as good outside the car as it does in the car. It sounds beastie. The hybrid, the steering was a little video gamey. It was very boosted. This one has great steering feel. I'm not sure exactly how they've changed it, although this is the variable ratio rack. It's legal to pass this truck, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to stop here and make myself a gap. You won't notice. There is some really beautiful engineering in this car, especially the interior. These seats are really comfortable and well sculpted. They've got great bolstering, heated and cooled, but the whole cockpit feel of this is excellent. I mean, this is a pre-pro car, so it's not perfectly representative, but the stitching, the leather work, the soft touch materials, this car feels like $100,000. It's the first Lexus, as far as I know, to actually cost $100,000, but it does feel very expensive and very high quality. The radio controls with the touchscreen and the iPod interface, not great, kind of confusing. I don't love it, but it works, and the Mark Levinson stereo sounds good. And we've hit traffic again. Right. Well, we're just gonna have to take another pause, I guess. Well, people, I do apologize. Hawaii is, as beautiful a place as it is, not ideal for driving sports cars. The roads are quite busy. Oh, and of course, here was a passing zone where I could have got around that truck, but there's traffic everywhere. Instead, let's talk about the fact that the trunk is kind of small, but someone proved to me today that you can fit a full set of golf clubs in it with woods. So that's good. So, Dad, when you watch this video, Matt likes the Lexus LC, and you should get one because it passes your golf bag test. A lot of people, the golf bag test is important. Also, I drove a sunroof model, a glass roof model, and although the roof doesn't open, you do get more room with the carbon roof. So if you're tall like me, I'm 6'3", I definitely would recommend getting the carbon roof. I'd also recommend this truck pulls over, but there's not a lot of mountain road etiquette on the island of Hawaii. So I'm going to attempt, well, I can't, there's nowhere. It's got the cool gauges like the IS and the LFA had. Speaking of LFA, this car, the LC, is actually more rigid than the LFA. It is the most rigid car Lexus has ever made. So it feels, actually, when you drive it, like a really tight, taut chassis. The suspension is allowed to work. The geometries are really good. And you get a great ride on these bumpy roads. And you actually get some pretty nice handling out of it, too. All right, now I really am in a pause because this is just silly. I'll be back. So where does this car fall in the world? It competes with the BMW 6 Series, the Mercedes S-Class Coupe. That's really the competition. Maybe the 911 as well. It's the $90,000 to $110,000 personal luxury coupes. Personally, I think this car has a bit more character than either the BMW or the Mercedes coupes. And certainly, you know, living in LA, I see enough of the BMW and Mercedes coupes every day that I'm not excited by them anymore. They're only going to build 400 of these a month for the first year worldwide. So if you get one early, you're going to be the only guy in town with it for a while. Oh, the engine sounds so good. It sounds so good. Oh, that's a treat. Let's flip around. Go back to the home base. Oh, that's a good sound. Another U-turn. Pretty tight. Pretty tight. Pretty tight. All right, to sum it up, I think when Lexus first told me how much this thing was, I was kind of shocked and a little bit like, whoa, that's a lot. But then I thought about how much car you're getting, literally, physically, how big the car is, and how much performance and feedback, the craftsmanship, the materials, and what I presume will be Lexus's stellar reliability record. All of that together for me says, sure, this car is absolutely worth $100,000. And Dad, if you're out there, I hope you buy one of these. I think this would be your next car, Pops. You'd like this. It's beautiful. It's well made. It sounds great. It drives great. You're gonna think Lexus paid me off, but like, I've been waiting for Lexus to make like a really exciting car, and like, to me, this is a very exciting car, and I really like it a lot, and I'd love to drive one for longer than just today, because this thing really kicks ass. So thank you for watching. Thank you to Lexus for flying me out here and putting me up. Without that, I wouldn't be able to have this video at all, and you guys would be waiting months to see the review. And thanks to you guys for watching. See you later.